Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by 3 Hues Painting Studio. Come paint, sip, and party at 3 Hues. Visit our website today at 3hueshouston.com. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Welcome to A La Carte, your premier cooking show where we're hosting the best chefs and caterers in Houston. I'm your host, Chef Jones, with Good Meal Deals Personal Chef Services. You can find me on social media on Instagram, goodmeal_deals, or on Facebook, Good Meal Deals. And I'm here with my lovely host,
the bestest. Hey everybody, it's Chef Laurinette with Helping Hands Food Delivery, and you can find us on all social media at Helping Hands Food Delivery. So welcome to another wonderful episode of A La Carte.
Another episode.
Happy to have you guys here with us for another week.
Welcome everybody. See, we got some viewers already tuned in.
Hey, Facebook Live. So as always with A La Carte, we talk about a few different things: food-based news, our recipes and ingredients, and safety and kitchen tips and educational tips and all that good stuff. So we have another wonderful show lined up for you guys today.
Yes, of course, always. And it's always about things that I'm pretty sure they would be very interested in. Stuff that, I guess people really don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
So we're about to bring that to them.
Well, today we're going to start with some good news, some happy news.
Happy stuff.
A lot of times we have the consumer beware news and OMG, somebody got hurt here, and
or somebody died.
Yeah, this food was bad.
This is good food, good news today. So it's Friday.
Yeah, so today's good news. We're talking about Bluebell.
Mm-hmm.
So Bluebell is bringing back the cookie two-step. So they recalled it last October. So it's been almost a year since it's been off the market, but it is back. And I'm happy it's back because I did not get to try it the first time it came out or the first time it was released. It has vanilla, brown sugar, and cream-filled cookies, which to me sounds like chocolate chip. Not chocolate chip, cookies and cream.
Fancy
and
cookies
a combination of cookies and cream and chocolate chip cookie dough, which are 2 of my favorite ice creams. And just look at the goodness. Oh.
Yeah, and it's still a half a gallon. You see, they make that real clear.
Yes.
On the bottom.
No small containers here, guys. I'm so ready. When I saw this article, I immediately forwarded a copy of it to my husband and was like, we need this
ice cream in
our life.
Yes.
Right
it's the
now.
right time too. Summer just started.
Yes.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Go get your ice cream, your Bluebell ice cream.
Cause I've as long as the Bluebell was available, I've partook. Is that a word? I did enjoy the Bluebell, so I've been good with the vanilla for the past couple months since they brought it back on the shelves. But seeing this new flavor,
they got that birthday cake, flavor. I seen
that came back out too.
I seen it the other day. Birthday cake and some other form of a Napoleon, that kind. So, they were showcasing it all just for a little bit in the store, HEB.
Well, I'm looking forward to the cookie two-step. I can't tell y'all how excited I am.
About cookies. Yes. 2-step cookies and cream, just like dipping cookies in milk. 2 steps, got the cookie in the milk,
and the chocolate chip cookie dough with the round balls of dough, and all. It's just
love cookie dough.
Life is about to be great. End of summer, just middle end of summer, whatever the case, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh yes,
I'm definitely looking forward to it. So And we're back.
And we're back. We were just reminiscing, thinking about that good ice cream.
So our recipes today and our ingredients and our tips and our educational components have absolutely nothing to do with ice cream, but
Absolutely
we had to give y'all the good news that the cookie two-step is back.
Scoop. Go and get yours, because, I mean, yeah.
Yes. So what we're going to talk about, our recipe today for all of our Facebook Live viewers, just to give you a little teaser. Make sure you go and subscribe.
Of course.
Our recipe today is a la carte cheesy shrimp and grits.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't love shrimp and grits?
Yes.
That's my favorite. I told you, I always go to Bubba Gump to get mine, because it's the truth. They make it different, but a la carte is still always the bomb, the best. And so
our recipe today is shrimp and grits. So we're kind of focused around a seafood theme. We're talking about shrimp and safety components and tips and tricks. And
ooh, look at that image. That's delicious. Grits. You see that little bacon on there?
Top it with a little bacon, a little
mushrooms, those jumbo shrimp and those.
Yeah, I know I'm big on corn. If you threw a little grilled corn on top of there, it would have been just.
I never had it with corn. I'm going to have to try it with some corn.
Come to the house one day.
I know you put the corn in that episode with the spaghetti. Yes. It was good.
I'm telling y'all, corn is like the hidden gem for every. It gives you that little extra crunch.
I know,
but it's got a sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just can't go wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out what else you put corn in.
A lot of stuff. I put it in my goulash too. We made goulash.
Oh, yeah, we made that too. It was corn in there too.
One of our optional ingredients. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they like this girl and this corn.
Yes, can't get away from it. It's one of my favorites. So, so today, like I said, we're gonna kind of focus around the seafood theme, and we're gonna start with our safety tips. And basically, we're talking about, is raw seafood safe? So, yes, of course, in the shrimp and grits, the shrimp is cooked. Mm-hmm. However, there are other applications where you can do, fancy style or sashimi or whatever the case may be. And in that case, it would be raw shrimp or raw seafood, if you will. Yeah. So our topic for the educational part is raw seafood safe to eat? And you can see here we have a picture of different types of sushi, different types of fish, just in a sushi grade fish, and it's cut a certain way. Mm-hmm. So basically, we're going to try to show you guys how to keep it safe from market to mealtime by following these key tips when buying, storing, and preparing fresh raw seafood.
It's a lot of controversy with that, because a lot of people are afraid to eat it, raw or rare, as they would say. And I enjoy mine's rare. Tuna and salmon. Even if you get it rare, you can get it like smoked and
stuff you can get it smoked or seared.
That's how I like it, just like rare. That's where all the nutrients is. I mean,
well, I just think the flavor is enhanced a little bit when you have it in its natural state. You kind of get all of the. It's not overcooked. It's not overpowered with seasoning. I like it. I can't eat it right now.
Yeah.
But for the most part.
Soon. The seafood is coming back.
Yeah, on the countdown.
That's on your top 10. You got a list of things you want to bring back into your life once the baby's
Top 10 foods to enjoy after delivering a child.
Yes.
Raw seafood, sushi. Yes.
Number 1.
So, so we're going to talk about, is raw seafood safe? So we have a couple of different categories, like we said. One, first of all, at the market. That's where it starts. Make sure that you're purchasing fresh seafood. It might be kind of hard for you to realize if their refrigerator is below 40 degrees.
Yeah, but they usually should have like a little
small thermometer
in the corner of the cooler.
Yeah, you have to really pay attention and look for it. It is there. It's a really small round thermometer usually, or even some stores have the new digital one.
That's right.
But make sure it's refrigerated below 40 degrees, or that it's well packed with ice, because that will help keep the temperature down.
Oh yes.
We're gonna look for a fish with a shiny, firm flesh, so something that's not fishy, it's not loose, it's not impressionable. Like if you touch it, it should not hold your thumbprint. So you want a firm
I just feel
flesh.
Like if you ever go in the market and it's just like the fish smell is just overwhelming, just get out of there, just run. That's all. The store should not be overpowered by fish.
Well, with the exception of being on the coast, because then the water has the smell
maybe
too. Like
a Asian market too, because I've been in there before. They got the 99 ranch market here, and it get real in there because they got the real deal. They got some good deals in there too. Goodness.
So in the market, make sure you are watching out for the seafood. Once you get the food home, or the fresh seafood home, make sure you keep it well wrapped, or in an airtight container, and for no more than 2 days.
Yes.
So if you have not cooked the fish, if you're going to eat it in a raw state, you can't have it for more than 2 days.
Just 2 days. Don't overextend it. 2 days.
Yes, because at that point, you're making yourself susceptible to bacteria and harmful pathogen, all kind of stuff that we've talked about in every other episode.
You don't want to deal with that.
Because you have to realize this is basically raw meat.
Yeah.
So it's going to...
I like to just have it with raw seafood, period, that same day. Within 24 hours. I don't believe in the 2-day thing because it's already raw.
I agree.
So I see if it was cooked, then maybe you could do 2-3 days raw.
Even with cooked seafood,
my
3-day rule does not apply to seafood.
Yeah,
because
I don't really like to reheat seafood. I like it fresh. If I'm gonna have it that day, that time, that's it.
Yeah, because then it's really easy to overcook seafood because it's such a delicate thing. Shrimp, fish, scallops.
It's just not the same.
Oyster. I mean, it's not.
You know, me and oysters, we gotta
love hate.
No, it's not even love hate. Hate. I can't handle it type of love because. I can't hold oysters in. It don't matter how they cook.
Really?
I cannot. I tried it. My first time experiencing it was in culinary school, and I had it, and I just couldn't hold nothing else I ate in class.
Oh.
I didn't even make it to the toilet. I made it to the face bowl.
Oh, my goodness.
It's horrible. Sorry for all the graphics, but it was just... No.
That's cooked, basically.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Can't take it. Oysters. I mean, I ate a mussel like I was on Fear Factor when I ate a mussel the first time.
Good.
They're really good, but when I first had it,
okay, see, you can't. Y'all take me down memory lane. I know I like food. Where did we go? The Roxport has some of the best mussels that I've had in a
mussels
restaurant
are really
setting.
good.
Yes.
Really good.
Yes.
In a boulabasi, if you eat it like that.
No.
I don't know if you ever had that. It's like that good little stew with all the
okay, and we're back again.
Yeah, we had kind of went off on fish.
When you're in, make sure it's in an airtight container. It has to be airtight, sealed airtight, or well wrapped, meaning leave it in the wrap from the fish market, if you will. You have to store fresh, pasteurized, or smoked seafood between 32 and 38. Any live clams, crabs, crawfish, lobsters, mussels, or oysters have to be in a well-ventilated container. If they're live, even though they're in water, they still have to. You cannot put them in an enclosed container. You will kill them all.
You will kill them all.
And then it's no longer fresh. And then we have concerns about when the seafood dies. You can see it's emitting something, like crawfish especially. If you guys ever have done like a purge on crawfish before you get ready to cook them, and you can see something coming out of them, if you close the container off, all of that is going to be in your fish. Disgusting. So don't do it. They need ventilation. They need to breathe. But that's just a scary picture. That is a scary image in my mind. And so, Well, that's why it's important to watch a la carte and understand what you're dealing with when you're cooking your food.
Scary.
So, so now we've purchased it in the market. We've brought it home. We've stored it. Now, when we're preparing it and cooking it, we have to make sure to keep raw and cooked seafood separate, completely separate. This includes using separate cutting boards, separate knives, and definitely washing your hands in between handling any raw seafood or ready-to-eat food. Oh, yeah. That's a big one, right? Washing your hands with seafood that's raw. Yeah. That's just straight contamination. So, and we've talked about the importance before about washing your hands and keep being sanitary. So that pretty picture of all that raw seafood up there, if it's not handled correctly, could definitely be dangerous. Yeah. So isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. Yeah. I love me some raw fish. So before we move on, speaking of beautiful, we want to talk about this portion of the show that is being sponsored by 3 Hues. Oh, yeah. Yes. Now that is a pretty picture to think about. So come paint, sip, and party at 3 Hues. Join a party or book your own private event for kids or adults. Let 3 Hues help you create your masterpiece on canvas step by step. A painting party is perfect for any occasion. A church function, wedding showers, team building, Girl Scouts, earning their badge, date night, birthdays, or anytime you just want to have fun. Ask them about their summer camp programs, kids clubs, special events, and wine glass painting events. Did we mention that 3 Hues is mobile too? Yes, you can go to the studio or they can come to you. So visit their website today, 3hueshouston.com.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and get your paint on. Might even paint pictures, some raw seafood, some sushi. Never know.
Yeah, we should show her that. A food themed.
A food themed painting. I think that would be really cool.
Yep.
Really cool. Yep. I see we got some viewers in.
More viewers.
Gerald Brown is watching. How you doing?
Hi, Gerald.
Go ahead and click that like button and share and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us and drop that down as well. Oh, yes. That was a pretty picture, but speaking of that, of course, we got to get back to the shrimp business.
Yes. So since our recipe is going to have shrimp in it, and we've talked about so now you know how to purchase your shrimp, how to store your shrimp when you get it home, and how to prepare it. We're going to show you guys how to properly clean the shrimp in preparation for the meal. So first, if you buy shrimp from a regular grocery store, we always suggest that you start with raw shrimp, never cooked shrimp. So we're talking about the blue bag with the gray shrimp versus the pink or red bag with the pink shrimp. Okay?
Yeah, you know when they cook because they real pink.
So just because they're frozen or on the meat counter does not mean that they're raw. So if you get them out of the frozen section or the meat counter or even a seafood specialty store, make sure you're getting raw shrimp. Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and they'll know because sometimes they come shell on with the tails off or on, but you'll know because the shell will be still intact.
But it has to say raw.
Raw shrimp, raw.
So we're going to talk to you guys about proper cleaning. So we have a four-step process basically on cleaning shrimp. Really, really simple. So first, you're going to take the head off of the shrimp, which it's really just a pull and twist, and the head comes off of the shrimp. It's not attached very sturdily. And then we're going to start at the end and peel off the shell. So you can see here in the far left, top left corner, we've taken the head off. Now in the second or top right, you start from where the head was attached and work your way down to the tail and pull the shell off. Third step is cut down the back of the shrimp. It's about a 1/4 inch thick cut. And when you do that, this is commonly known as butterflying the shrimp. It will open up and the back of the shrimp will basically lay over. And in that point, you'll be able to see the vein down the back of the shrimp and go ahead and just remove and discard that vein.
Oh, you want to take it out. Take it out. Don't leave that.
And I mean, to take it a step further, if you flip the shrimp over on the underside and you do the same cut, about a 1/4 inch, not even that thick.
Not even that.
Sometimes there's a second vein under the bottom of the shrimp as well.
Yes, and you want to get all of that out of there. You know, I think I had some shrimp before when they just didn't do that. And you eat it and you see that, it's just...
It ruins your meal.
You don't want to eat the shrimp no more.
Basically.
Like, what is this?
It's a shit line, basically. I mean, it's like...
I got some shitty shrimp, man.
I don't even know how to explain it. But I have gone to lunch with friends before, and before I understood, their question was always, do you butterfly the shrimp?
Oh, yeah.
One that lets you know if the restaurant is starting with fresh seafood or frozen or pre-cooked or whatever the case may be.
Look at the shrimp.
And then
a lot of people don't know that. So.
You know if they've actually cleaned it.
That's scary.
It's definitely scary. It's
make you
disgusting.
Just not want to eat it. See it? It's like, that's enough. One bite.
So it's a really simple process for each shrimp. So how to peel and devein shrimp. It's not a lot involved, but when you talk about 50 shrimp for, or 40, 30 shrimp, when you do it that many times, it can get kind of repetitive and tedious.
Yes, it can. If you got a big bag of shrimp, especially them smaller ones. The bigger ones are okay, but the smaller ones have to peel it, detail them.
I always go with large or jumbo shrimp because you're going to lose size when they cook down.
Jumbo or colossal are really good.
Hey, Maya. Maya joined Facebook
Hey,
Live too.
Maya.
So
she's showing some love too.
Showing love to a la
Go
carte.
ahead and press that share button.
So
and subscribe.
Yeah, since we're showing love,
since we're showing
everybody
love
on Facebook or all of our viewers, period. We always ask that you subscribe to our show on all the major platforms. Those platforms include iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. I got it right today.
Ooh, I know.
You can review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback. We welcome that feedback from our viewers. Share this Facebook Live post like some of our viewers have today, and the entire show with your family and friends. We appreciate it all. Also, you can donate to the Sphere, to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. The donation link is www.thesphere.tv/donate. And you can see here, you can do a single donation or multiple donations to help bring that content to the Sphere.
Yay.
So, as we talk about, before we move on to our actual recipe and ingredients, if you guys have any questions about the process we've talked about thus far, please hit us up on Facebook Live or the Sphere and use hashtag
a la carte.
A la carte.
And you will find us.
Yes, we're here to answer any questions. So we've now purchased the seafood. We've got it from the market.
Yep, we've stored it.
We've taken it home. We've stored it. We've cleaned it, deveined it, and now we're ready to
cook our meal
for our shrimp and grits.
Yum, yum, yum. You better go ahead and subscribe so you can see how we finna do it, because it's the bomb.
Yep. So we're going to sign off from all of our Facebook Live viewers. Bye. Subscribe so you can get the full recipe.
Share.
And we're going to go right into our recipe.
We are, but before we get right into the recipe, we have to always make sure our teeth is together. That just brings me to this part of the show that is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through their commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, they strive to make patients feel like they are a part of family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and of course uncomfortable. We all know that. Dr. Baptiste and her team works tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Sandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness at 713-789-8680. Make sure you guys are calling in and saying the Sphere, because you want to get that 10% off. You don't want to miss that. The kids out of school got to get their teeth right before school start again.
Perfect time to make that appointment.
Perfect time.
Yes. So we're going to thank you for that. We're going to move into our shrimp and grits recipe. We're going to go over the ingredients with you guys first, the traditional way. Few items here. Chicken broth, salt, pepper, Quaker quick 5-minute grits, butter, shredded cheddar cheese, of course shrimp.
Yes.
Bacon is a must.
Bacon.
Lemon juice, which is an optional item. Garlic, an optional item, and green onions.
Oh yes. Now don't worry, because with this meal you still can have it a healthy way.
Here she go.
Healthy way. I'll have to bring it in. I have to bring it in every time. Healthy way, because it's, we got to look out for the team healthy out there. So with the shrimp and grits, of course, the shrimp is always good, but with the grits, you can use a low sodium chicken broth instead of the actual chicken broth. Mm-hmm. Now, you can still also do like a Canadian bacon instead of regular bacon, or you can even do a turkey bacon, because it's less oily and greasy. Yeah. And then, of course, that will be pretty much it. I do see also for our best way, which is the fancy way, you can do stone grits. We have a little mixture, but it's okay. We can do stone grits. We can do the fresh herbs. You can do like a Cajun cream, fresh tomatoes, all that good, cool stuff. Even sausage.
Yeah,
and
sausage
I told you I had
bacon.
it that way before.
Yeah, I like it with sausage.
So good.
It makes it a little heavier.
And andouille sausage.
Yes.
You got to have the right sausage when you do it.
It makes it heavier.
Hillshire and all that other andouille sausage.
Yes. I do like it with sausage because it makes it more of a
Well, I've had it with sausage and shrimp. Yeah. Sausage, shrimp, and bacon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. When you said sausage, you meant to eliminate the shrimp?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was meaning to add.
I was like, wait, no. I meant both.
Yeah, shrimp and sausage and bacon.
Yes.
It's a meat lovers, shrimp and grits.
Yeah, there we go.
Meat
lovers. There you go. I love it. Love it.
That's a good
definitely.
combination. Bacon, shrimp, and sausage.
Oh, so we have our recipe or our ingredients, and again, pretty simple ingredients, all things that we've used before, except the grits. So we're just going to use them in a different capacity now to bring out some more flavors. So
man, and it doesn't take a lot. This meal takes, it says that they gave you a giveaway 5-minute quick grits. That was 5 minutes right there.
And then the shrimp take about 5 to 7 minutes.
And that's pretty much it.
That's it.
I think this is like a 2-step meal. Yeah. Like that 2-step cookie and cream.
Yeah, you see the tie-in. Perfect.
2 steps.
And we can have two-step cookie cookie 2-step for dessert.
That's right. See? Yeah. Shrimp and grits. 2-step shrimp and grits. 2-step cookies.
Cookie 2-step. There we go. I'm hungry. Yeah, we greedy. I'm hungry.
Man. But of course, you guys, make sure you're getting your recipes and things, and check out our aprons. We trying to change our colors up
with the blue, right?
With the blue, Team a la carte. So if you want to join and get you a blue apron, do that, so you can be part of Team a la carte in the kitchen. They're gonna know who you belong to.
Absolutely.
When you cooking. Of course, you can find us on social media, Instagram at the Sphere TV, hashtag a la carte. Go ahead and tag us in your photos. We want to see you in your aprons, not only your food, but we want to see you with your blue apron on too. Yep. Any questions, any comments, feel free to reach out to us, of course. With the Sphere, we always like to advocate and push and boost, other owners and things. But that brings me to this portion of the show that is sponsored by the Sphere TV. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, you can get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivering platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ads, is surely to hit the market every time. So make sure you guys are calling us today at 832-772-7789, or you can send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So you don't want to miss that. Want to go ahead and get that advertisement out there. This is the best place to do it here at the Sphere TV, because we're gonna make you proud. We're gonna make you look good.
So as always, it's been great. It's been another wonderful episode with you guys, and we're going to head to the kitchen to start cooking our lovely cheesy shrimp and grits. Yes. So make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you have downloaded the recipe and the ingredients. Make sure you have all of your things ready to go. Apron ready, and we are ready to
blue
cook.
Apron. So.
Yeah. And we're ready to cook, so we'll see you guys in just a few.
Welcome back to the kitchen portion of a la carte. I'm your host, Chef Jones, with Good Meal Deals Personal Chef Service.
And I am your host, Chef Laurinette, with Helping Hands Food Delivery. And we have a big, surprise, a wonderful treat, if you will. Today's an awesome recipe that we're going to do. Lots of feedback from you guys already, so we're super excited to cook this one in the kitchen today.
Yes, and of course, that great meal that we're cooking today is shrimp and grits.
Who doesn't love shrimp and grits? We add our own little personal touch, of course, like we do to everything else. So we have our traditional method that we went over.
Yes.
With our traditional ingredients, and I'll go over the ingredients with you guys really quick. We have grits, and we've used the quick 5-minute grits from Quaker Oats. We have softened butter, garlic, green onion, pepper, bacon, olive oil, shredded cheese. We have our shrimp here, and then we have salt and pepper.
Awesome.
So pretty simple list of ingredients, but this is going to come together in a wonderful way.
Awesome. So we're going to start with this extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to pour just a little bit into the pan. The pan is already hot. It is very hot. Now with this garlic, we're also going to put the garlic inside of the pan, and we're going to cook our shrimps with the garlic.
So I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on the shrimp, and then throw them into the skillet with the rest of the ingredients. Well, with those ingredients.
Smells so good.
Now with the shrimp, we got medium to large shrimp, and we went straight to the counter. As you can see, no frozen shrimp here.
No frozen shrimp.
Just lay them out a little bit.
Fresh shrimp.
Give me a towel.
Yes, I can. All right.
Thank you. Sorry.
No problem.
And just a smidget, because we have the other ingredients, salt.
And some pepper.
And some pepper. And then we're just going to, I can use my hands.
Yes.
Place them in the skillet. Pink on one side and then flip.
You can already smell it.
Yes, on
Shrimp
top of that garlic.
and garlic, salt and pepper. Whoops. Be really careful, you guys. If you don't feel confident, you can always use tongs to place it in.
And make sure you lay them flat.
Flat in the pan. This is gonna be delicious, okay? My stomach is really growling. I'm not playing today. I'm not playing today. It's really, you know that feeling when you cooking for other people and you hungry yourself, but you gotta get that food out.
Yes, ma'am. I know. There you go.
Man, it's not a good feeling. You just smelling it.
Now I need to wash my hands because I touched shrimp, so I'll be right back.
Oh yes. Now the key with cooking your shrimp, you don't want to cook it too long. Shrimp has a way of telling you when it is cooked because it turns a bright pink. When it's uncooked, of course, it has a dull grayish looking color. But once it starts to cook, of course, it turns a very pink color. Get your chef on and shake that pan up just a little bit. You want to make sure all the shrimps are facing down the pan like Chef said before. This just helps to give the shrimp that golden brown color. You don't want to cook it that long, but since the garlic is in the pan, the garlic gets a bit brown, and so it sticks to that shrimp, which gives it that good taste.
It looks so good, y'all. It smells so good. I wasn't hungry until we started cooking this.
I've been hungry. Shrimp and grits is my favorite. It's my favorite.
So it doesn't take long for them to cook on both sides, actually. So once they cook, we're going to set those aside, and then we're going to get our grits prepared as well. So.
Oh, yes.
You want me to grab the grit water? You can swap pots.
I will swap.
I can swap them.
Got it. Awesome. Now we're going to finish those little shrimps off in the back, and we're going to bring the broth up here. I also forgot to mention in the beginning, when I make shrimp and grits, I like to use a chicken broth. I don't want to use water because there's no flavor. I like to put just a little extra flavor in a little chicken won't hurt nobody. So we have our broth here. It's boiling. Of course, I use 1 can of the Swanson's chicken broth. Apologize, you guys, I didn't have it here, but it's okay. Gotta take steps back sometime. Make sure we don't miss key ingredients. I also added in a half a can of water just to dilute it a little bit because, like we said before, we have saltiness from the cheese, we have saltiness from the bacon, and of course the shrimp will be seasoned as well. Now the grits, they're going to be very quick, as they say in the name themselves, quick 5-minute grits. And with the quick 5-minute grits, we're going to just put in about a cup of grits. And it should take only 5 minutes.
If it take y'all longer than 5 minutes to make 5-minute grits, then we got a problem.
Yes, we do. We have a problem. So I put 1 cup of grits inside. Typically, some people they like to use stone grits. Stone grits have a different texture from the quick 5-minute grits. The quick 5-minute grits are more creamy. The stone grits have more texture, and the stone grits, of course, are used in many different meals, but for the sake of Olive Carte, we like to keep things quick. So, of course, we got Quaker on our team, 5 minutes. It's looking good. Now, as you put the grits in there, you're going to see that it is going to start to thicken. You want to constantly stir it, because if not, you're going to have lumps inside of your grits. Who wants lumpy grits? Nobody. Doesn't take long. Just continue to stir. Now we also have cheddar cheese here. With the cheddar cheese, this is about 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese, and you can take just a little bit of that cheese and put it inside of the grits in the pan. So I'm gonna take a little bit. If you want to be specific, you can take about 1/4 cup of this cheddar cheese and place it right into the pot with the grits. And then you're going to continue to stir again until you see that all the cheese is melted. And it's also going to give your grits a nice light golden color. And that's how you'll know that the cheese is all melted. Chef, how we're looking?
Almost done. They're looking really good.
Awesome. The grits are just about there as well.
Okay, I'll bring a plate over with the shrimp and we'll be good to go.
Also, we have a little bit of butter. I like to add just a little bit of butter into our grits. Can never go wrong with the butter. And with this butter, this is about like 3 tablespoons of butter that we're going to put on the inside, and we're going to just also stir that in until it's completely melted. Shrimp down.
Oops.
He jumped off the ship too early. Okay, so we have complete grits now. Some people have a preference for this shrimp and grits. We like it to be creamy. A creamy shrimp and grits.
Okay.
So these are just about ready. We can grab
Get
our
a
bowl and a
spoon.
A spoon or a ladle. How we can do it.
Let's try one over there. I think there's a big one. Actually, the cup would
it.
work great. Measuring cup. Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
Alrighty.
This looks delicious.
Good to go?
Yep.
Almost?
Good to go.
Alright.
Get your scoop on.
So.
Gonna put that inside the bowl.
Alright. This looks yummy.
Ooh. Sit that in there for now. So now we have some cheesy grits, and Chef Lornette is gonna place the shrimp in there so it can look really, really nice. Of course, you see the shrimps are completely cooked. They do decrease in size, so don't worry. Put as much shrimp as you like on this. This is shrimp and grits. That's the main components. Shrimp and grits. I've actually even seen people fry their shrimp.
Yes.
Crispy shrimp.
Pretty good. On
shrimp
top
and
of grits.
grits.
Yes. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum. But we got bacon here for that crispiness.
Okay. So we've loaded it up with shrimp on top of our grits, and now we're going to garnish it with a little bit of bacon and green onion. So.
And, of course, a little more cheese. Cheese is everything. This looks awesome.
Thank you, girl.
So this is the traditional way. So if you do want to be healthy with this, of course, shrimps are always good. You can do cheese, but you can do a fat free cheese or part skim cheese. Grits are always going to be grits. So quick 5-minute grits. Of course, with this meal, if you want to make it a bit fancier, some people like to put like aiolis or like cream-based sauce on top. Just gives it that extra
creaminess on the grits.
kick. My favorite, I like to create a Cajun aioli to place on top of that, based from sour cream and other things. It's really good. Tony Chachere's, put it in there, put it on top. It's good to go.
Alrighty.
But that is our finished
So
product.
there you have shrimp and grits. Super quick, super easy. 5 minutes for the shrimp, 5 minutes for the grits, and you have another classic.
Another classic. Oh yes.
Yes. So as you can see, it was in the bowl. We plated it with the shrimp right on top. We garnished it with a little bit of cheese, green onions, and bacon. So enjoy.
Enjoy, because I am about to enjoy. My stomach is rumbling.
As always, we love to hear from you guys. So you can definitely email us at a la carte at thesphere.tv. If you have any questions, you can find us on all social media at thesphere TV using hashtag a la carte. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the network and to the show. So you can subscribe on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. And that way you can get full copies of the episodes. You can see the recipes and get the ingredients before we cook on the show here. So, yep. So, as always, it's been great to cook with you this week. Glad you guys were able to join us, and we look forward to seeing you next week.